Aircraft 1 performs a split S? That's the last thing you should do. The MiG's right on your tail. Freeze there, please. The MiG has you in his gun sight. What were you thinking at this point?
You don't have time to think up there. If you think, you're dead. If you think, you're dead. If you think, you're dead.
Some wise words by Maverick there. If you think, you're dead. What does that mean for the combat pilot? And how can we shape pilots who have the ability to execute the mission with minimal time to stop and think? I'm Dan Reinecke, call sign Slippin, longtime Air Force pilot, instructor, and weapons officer, and I'd like to offer you a new perspective on the pilot training process and a clear way of looking how we train our pilots and prioritize different aspects of training to help them not have to stop and think. For this discussion, I'd like to build a presentation or build the picture from the bottom up. We'll start with the divided brain and how the different aspects of the divided brain impact how we learn, specifically how pilots learn and the type of learning that they need. Then we'll move on to the basic airmanship models and then the pilot training learning process, and then we'll finish up with some risks, pitfalls, and mistakes that have been seen in the past and potentially could be seen in the future. I'd like to lead off the rest of this presentation with a quote from 20th century thinker Michael Polanyi. We know more than we can say. And the relevance of this will become more apparent as we continue through this presentation. So I'll start off with the divided brain. The brain is divided by a neuronal network called the corpus callosum. This dividing / connecting network was cut for the first time by Dr. Robert Sperry in the 1960s, which earned him the Nobel Prize and also led to an explosion of discoveries and understandings of how the two complementary sides of the brain work.